Fade out 1. Fade in 3.
Pizza Flicks Television Division presents
Abe, all I'm asking for is give us a chance to prove ourselves.
You're asking. How about Vince?
Vince wants what I do. Ain't that right, Vince?
Yeah.
Okay. I got a contract maybe you boys can handle. A certain party's refused protection, and the big boys want we should hit them.
Better think twice, Abe. I doubt this amateur Rudy Valentino's got the stomach for it.
You fat lay off. What are you always needling Vince for?
He knows why.
All right, you guys, knock it off. I'm asking you straight, Vince. You want this contract no matter who it is you gotta hit?
A hit's a hit, Abe.
Okay. It's your godfather.
Uncle Tony? Hey, now, wait a minute.
See what I mean, Abe? He ain't got the moxie.
Now, wait a minute. Vince didn't say that. Go ahead, Vince. Tell him it don't make no difference.
Yeah, sure, Abe. It don't make no difference.
Okay. You make the hit tonight.
Murder Incorporated, an organization that only could have been formed in those incredible lawless years of the 1920s. Vincenzo Matteo, age 24. Only child of an immigrant Sicilian stevedore, had been killed in a wharf accident. In trouble with the authorities from the time he was 14 years old. Petty theft, assault, robbery. Tommy Ryan, born the same day, same year as Vince, an orphan. He was taken in by Vince's mother, Mama Matteo, when he was 12 years old. She raised the boy as her own. He and Vince were practically inseparable. More than brothers. Brothers in blood.
Why? Why does it have to be Uncle Tony? He's my own godfather.
That's why. Abe explained it. Who'd suspect you?
Yeah, but listen.
But listen, what? What's the matter with you? You ain't gonna chicken out, are you?
No. Well, look, you take care of it, will you? I don't want to have to look at him.
Look, just get him into the alley, that's all.
Here he comes. Hey, buonasera, Uncle Tony. How are you? Sick.
The identification of Vince Matteo in connection with the murder of his godfather was not a positive one. Not enough to book him, but it was enough to make us want to question him.
You know, Mama, I must have been an Italian in some other incarnation.
Huh?
Like I always say, I love you cooking.
Oh, that's good. Eat, eat. I don't understand why Vincenzo, he not come home last night.
You know Vince and the girls, Mama.
Oh, it's not nice you talk like that. Who's that?
I'll soon find out.
No, you eat your breakfast.
Hello, Mama Matteo.
Mr. Ruditsky, come in, please, come in.
No, thanks. Tell me, is Vince around?
Oh, no, Vincenzo, he go out.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, please come have a nice cup of coffee, yeah?
No, really, I haven't got time. I just...
Hello, Mr. Ruditsky. Can I help you? Mama, sometimes she's not so good with the English.
Well, where's Vince?
Like Mama said, he's out.
What time did he come home last night?
Oh, around 1 o'clock, maybe 1:15.
How do you know that?
Well, I was with him, that's how.
All evening?
All evening.
In between 9 and 9:30?
I said all evening.
Come on out in the hall. I want to talk to you alone. It's all right, Mama. I'll take care of it. It was quite an act you put on in there for Mama's benefit, hmm? All you needed was hearts and flowers. Well, for your benefit, you didn't fool me, not for a second. Now, come on, start leveling.
I am leveling. What's the beef?
Tony Roselio was murdered last night.
Uncle Tony? Hey, wait a minute. You don't think Vince... Come off it, Mr. Ruditsky. Uncle Tony was Vince's godfather.
Mm-hmm. And it just so happens Vince was seen running out of that alley right after somebody worked the poor little guy over with an ice pick.
Well, somebody was lying, or else they needed glasses. Because me and Vince was bowling last night at Shorty Flanagan's. From around 8 o'clock till past midnight.
Can you prove that?
All you gotta do is ask Shorty.
I hope for Mama's sake you're telling the truth. And you tell Vince if he knows what's good for him, he stops in and sees me fast.
Sure thing, Mr. Ruditsky. Anything you say.
What's the trouble?
No trouble, Mama, no trouble. I told you I'd take care of it now, didn't I?
Yeah, but you tell lie to police, Tommy.
Mama, these cops, you know how they are. They're always trying to hang a bum rap on somebody. Now, forget it. Now, how about scrambling me some more eggs and prosciutto? I got an appetite like a horse this morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh. You are a good boy, Tommy.
What's the matter, Vince? You in trouble or something?
Me, trouble? Nah, baby, I feel great.
Says you.
What's the matter? You don't believe me, huh? Huh?
That's better.
Huh? Hey, how can you take that fat slob, Phil, huh?
Simple. He pays the rent. Hey, more, baby.
I want you to stay away from Sally, you dirty double...
Just so's you know what else I can give you. And if you take it out on her, I will, you understand? So long, baby.
I'll take care of him. The last thing I ever do is help me. I'll fix his wagon good.
Oh, don't pay any attention to him, honey. He's no good, like you said. Look, he comes in here and tries to beat my honey baby's time.
Don't you, honey, baby, me.
Look, you know nobody else in the whole world matters but you. Don't you know that, honey?
Vince, where the devil you been?
What's eating you?
Plenty. Come here.
What's the matter?
Where you been?
I've been with Sally.
Uh-huh. Are you nuts? You ever get the chance of a lifetime, make a real score, and all you can think about's a dame?
Look, we did what we was told last night, and what's wrong with my being with Sally?
What's wrong? She's Phil's girl, that's what's wrong.
Says who?
Says Phil, you crazy jerk.
Look, watch that.
I said crazy, and I mean crazy. You're skirt crazy. Look, you want to get places, you got to keep your mind on business. What's the matter with you? Here, I've been working and scheming to get in solid with Abe and the big boys, and what do? You start messing around with Phil's girl. Phil!
What's so tough about Phil?
What's so tough about Phil? He's aces with Abe. That's what's so tough about Phil. You get Phil on their backs and...
Look, I can take care of myself.
Yeah, like you've been taking care of yourself all your life. Like you took care of yourself last night.
What did I do wrong last night?
You panicked last night. That's what you did wrong. You panicked and ran, and somebody saw you.
Who?
How should I know who? Ruditsky didn't tell me.
Ruditsky was here?
That's right. Bright and early this morning. Boy, did I have to do some fast covering up. I told him he was at Shorty Flanagan's bowling last night.
Well, did he believe you?
How should I know? If you want my opinion, no.
Well, tell me, what are we gonna do?
Look, Ruditsky wants to see you. So go down and see him and back up my story. Tell him he was at Shorty's from around 8 o'clock to past midnight.
Yeah, but what if Shorty says we weren't there?
Shorty? Are you kidding? He knows better. Now go on down to the precinct and play it cool.
Well, ain't you coming with me?
No, I got to ankle over and see Abe and the boys. See how they like the way I handled that contract last night. Now watch it. And stay away from Sally. We got too much at stake to louse it up over a dame.
Okay, Tommy. I guess you're right.
What do you want me to tell you, Mr. Ruditsky?
Come on, Shorty, you know better than try to cover up for a no-good young punk hooligan like Vince Matteo.
I do, huh? You tell that to the missus.
What's Maggie got to do with it?
Or to Kathleen, my 15-year-old. Have you seen her, Mr. Ruditsky?
Huh?
She's an honor student at St. Mary's. Wouldn't be surprised if she turned out a nun like her Aunt Sarah.
That's all very well and good, Shorty, but right now I'm not interested in a rundown of your family history. I just want the truth about last night.
Just like that, huh? You think I'm a stinking, sniveling coward, don't you? Well, it's easy for you guys. Big, tough guys, and you've got guns and badges to prove it. No one's coming around threatening you and your family if you don't keep your mouth shut.
Is that it, Shorty? You've been threatened? Well, sing out. We'll give you protection.
I ain't saying nothing. Protection? Who are you kidding? You're going to take my Kathleen back and forth to school? Put her to bed? You're going to stay up all night watching the window just waiting for the sound of somebody's footsteps out in the alley? Tommy says he and Vince was bowling in my place. Then they was bowling in my place.
All right, Shorty, go on.
All right.
Get out of here.
All right. Look, please don't blame me, Mr. Ruditsky. I ain't got a badge.
Now, why don't you try explaining that to Tony's widow? All right.
What do you want now?
Want to see me, Mr. Ruditsky?
Yeah, Vince, I'd like to see you. Come in. Take a good look at him, Shorty.
I know Vince.
I said take a good look at him. You swear this punk was bowling with Tommy in your alleys last night?
Yeah, that's right.
Get out of here, Shorty.
You want me for anything else, Mr. Ruditsky?
Yes, I want you. I'll give you time, 2 o'clock every day.
Huh?
I'll spell it out for you. Every day at 2 o'clock, you stick your head in here and say hello.
Why?
Why? Because Detective Ruditsky's telling you to, that's why. Now get out of here. You make me sick to my stomach just to look at you.
What was all that for?
I don't know exactly. All I know is I'm going to keep those 2 punks hopping, bounce them up and down, and let teeth begin to rattle. I guarantee you, before I get through with them, something more than a tooth is going to shake loose.
For the next few days, Vince reported to the precinct as ordered. Sometimes to me, sometimes to Brody.
What time is it?
2 o'clock.
And wherever he and Tommy went, one of us tried to be handy. It's a fundamental axiom of police work. Hound a guilty criminal long enough, and something's bound to break.
Where do you think you're going? Sit down.
Sergeant Ruditsky here?
No, but I got a message for you. Sit right there till 3 o'clock.
Something broke, all right, but not the way we expected.
Abe? Bill?
We invited you to this meeting, Tommy, because we got a decision to make. We want to see how you vote.
Vote? I got a vote?
That's right. I know you ain't been with the Alpha very long, but you've been doing a pretty good job of what you've been ordered to do. Still, we don't know how your brains work. See what I mean?
Sure, Abe, I understand.
The idea is we got a decision to make, Tommy. A big one. We got to figure out what to do with a Fink. Read this.
Dear friend, will you please meet me in New York in reference to what you told me last week? Also, I will have that certain powder that I promised you last time I seen you. P.S. I hope you found this in your letterbox sealed. I remain your friend, you know, from headquarters office, BR. I don't get it.
You get the last part, don't you? Friend from a headquarters office, BR. Who do you know with the initials BR, Tommy?
Barney Ruditsky?
That's right.
A note from Ruditsky to one of us. Well, you saying we got a stoolie?
That's right.
How'd you get the note?
Phil found it in the stoolie's mailbox like the note said it should be. Tell him, Phil.
You see, Tommy, I had my reasons to be suspicious of this character. So I've been keeping my eye on him. I seen him with Ruditsky. So I start watching his mailbox. Sure enough.
So, how do you vote, Tommy? What do we do with the Fink?
Are you kidding? Give him the works. Hit him. What else?
You want the contract?
It'd be a privilege.
Okay, it's yours. The stoolie. It's Vince.
Vince? Come off it, Abe. Vince ain't no stoolie. Listen, that note don't prove nothing. It could have been planted.
You saying I planted it, Tommy? You accusing me?
No, I didn't mean that.
Well, there's more than the note. Tell him, Phil.
Vince has been seeing Ruditsky every day. Every day.
Why? I'm a little bit disappointed in your attitude, Tommy.
Now, wait a minute, Abe. I didn't... Well, if Vince really is guilty...
We say he is.
Will you let me talk to him first, Abe? Can I do that much?
Why, sure. We understand. It's like Vince was a brother to you. We understand. Go and talk to him if it's going to make you feel any better. But, Tommy, we wouldn't like it if you crossed us.
Don't worry, Abe. The organization comes first in my book. I wouldn't cross you.
But, Tommy, they're all lies. You know that.
I know that. That note's something Phil dreamed up. I warned you, you crazy jerk.
Tommy, what am I gonna do?
Nothing. Nothing at all, yet. Look, just answer me one question. Have you been seeing Sally again?
Yeah, a couple of times.
That's it. I'll lay it on the line to Abe. Tell him Phil's been framing you.
Yeah, sure, Tommy. He'll believe you.
Now, look, you find a place to hide out now. Now, I'll get back to Abe and give him the good old pitch.
Yeah, but why do you want me to hide out?
Just in case he don't go for it. But he will go for it. You can bank on it. Now, call me back here in an hour and let me know where you are. You understand?
Sure, Tommy. Believe me, from here on in, I'll do everything you say.
So what did you expect him to do, admit it?
No, Abe, because he...
Because what?
Listen, Abe, I've known Vince all my life, practically. Well, like you said yourself, it's like he was my own brother.
So?
So, well, you get to know a guy, don't you? Look, Abe, I know how this looks. Believe me. And I'm not questioning you, you understand? But...
But what? Why don't you come out and say what's on your mind, Tommy? You think Phil is framing Vince, ain't that it? You think because Vince is two-timing Phil with Phil's girl, ain't that it?
You have to admit it's a possibility, Abe.
Why, sure, it's a possibility, Tommy. Anything's possible. Including, like, maybe I got sawdust for brains.
I didn't say that, Abe.
Same as. What do you think, Tommy? I sign off a member of the organization like that? When Phil first came to me with the information that Vince was paying daily visits to Ruditsky, I says to myself, Phil is aggravated at Vince because of his girlfriend, Sally. So without telling Phil about it, I put Lester on Vince's tail. And you know something? It checked. Phil was right.
Maybe Vince had good reason to see Ruditsky.
What reason?
He could have went to him for...
Forget it. I'll give the contract to somebody else. Too bad. I had a lot of plans for you, Tommy.
Now, wait a minute, Abe.
Wait a minute. Forget it, kid. You're off the hook.
Listen, Abe. Now, this ain't fair. Look, I ain't gonna lose out count on nobody. Is Vince got to go no matter what?
No matter what?
Well, in that case, it's my duty. I brought him in here. Then I should take care of it. Oh, Abe, please, look, I just want to square myself. You know, Mama, I sure was a lucky kid that day you found me selling newspapers.
I'm never sorry, Tommy. Sometimes I think you closer to me than my own Vincenzo. Oh, if it's Vincenzo, ask him what time he come home.
Yeah? Yeah, Vince. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I'll be right over.
What'd he say?
We gotta go see Phil about a job, driving a truck. Looks real good.
Oh, no, you eat first. Look, it's all ready, nice and hot.
Now, Mama, I gotta take care of this first. Now, you keep it hot for me, huh? I'll eat when I get home.
Oh, Manaja.
Tommy?
Who else?
How'd it go?
Just fine.
What did Abe say?
I tailed Tommy as far as this building, but I had no idea what room he'd gone into or why.
Well, Tommy, answer me. What did Abe say?
He said no dice.
Tommy, you can't.
I'm sorry, Vince. I tried to talk him out of it. He just wouldn't listen.
Well, Tommy, give me a break. I mean, you can't do it to me.
Why not to you? You said yourself a hit's a hit.
But Tommy!
Now, quit crying. You gotta go anyway. Why shouldn't I get the credit?
Tommy, you can't kill me. You can't.
Bill was right. You ain't got the moxie. All my life leading you around for what? So you can louse up my big break? You don't count that much, Vince. Nothing ain't gonna stand in my way.
Vincenzo Matteo, Thomas Aloysius Ryan, born the same day, died the same day. Blood brothers to the end.